Hello. Let's see. I don't know if this is using the right input. I'm on a different machine, so let me just quick check. Yeah, it looks like it is. Okay. Tonight, I am preparing to give a talk. I am giving the talk in not that long from now, and basically I'm going to be taking something that I've worked on in the past, updating it, and getting it ready to go. Oh, I should probably not wear my branded sweatshirt just to make it clear that anything I do or say is not official. Let's see. Oh, but turns out I have on a branded t-shirt right underneath it. Anyway, one thing I noticed is that the size of my display has changed, and so I'm on my laptop at an Airbnb. Alright, let me get started. Okay, so I am working on a talk tonight. I've got a bunch of talks that I've given in the past. I have a, broadly speaking, unupdated talk template. But really what I want to do is I want to figure out, because it looks like I developed my most recent sets of talks on other machines. So let's see. DataViz Workshop looks like the most recent one. Did I get one this year? No. So I'm going to be giving a talk tonight on principles of effective data visualization. And the way that I like to think about this stuff, let's see, what was that? It was 0428. Now, I think it's entirely likely that I have other content that I'm going to include in this. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by going, oh, right. Whatever. I'm going to start by going over what I already have. So this is a previous talk that I've given, Data Storytelling and Mental Models of Data and the Natural Sciences. Oh, and it's late at night, so out of deference to the fact that it's both late and I need some energy, I am having coffee ice cream out of a coffee mug. And this is all still true. Yeah, all right, so this is the first thing I need to deal with. One of the things that I like to do is I have a series, so I do all my work in Reveal.js. And the way that I tend to do that is, and actually this is not entirely true, what I like to do in general is I like to do my talks in, now that I've gotten it all set up the way that I like to do it in Obsidian, but and I've got this neat little way of like rearranging stuff, so whatever, I'm not going to do that. Alright, so this one references a figure. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up one level, and I'm going to listen on the HTTP server there, and that way it can reference the seminar or workshop. Yeah. Yeah, this is definitely a little bit out of date, because what I've got here, and I know I've given one this year, so I'll have to look. What in the world? My other monitor is super weird at this point. Okay. Yeah. So what I've got is I've got some largely D3 based visualizations that tell a cartoon story. These are tied in with these different transitions. And then I base this, so that tells us where we're at. And then I talk about the idea of positionality and how you position yourself inside the story, drawing on this stuff from Kate McDowell, who I get to work with at U of I, talking about the storytelling triangle. So for effective data visualization, what I want to do is I want to get it set up so that basically I make the case that this is the underlying thing. Like, it's really easy to say things like, okay, principles of proportionality. Well, it's not easy, actually. No, I shouldn't say that. It's absolutely not. It's like an entire craft. But it's also something that is reasonably well explored, that gets covered in a lot of classes. And instead, what I'm going to talk about to this group is I'm going to talk about the idea of centering ourselves and positioning ourselves. Yeah, so what I did at one point was I set this up to talk about simulations. So this takes a couple different outputs and it displays them. Mental models. Yeah, we talked. I think I'm going to have to get rid of all this stuff about Sam's work. Not because it's not useful and relevant, but because it is a research project in and of itself. Yeah, I think I actually need to yank a bunch of this. I will. Okay, but coming back to this, our data stories. Yeah, this was. I go back and forth on whether or not I actually think this is effective, but this is a framing that I tried to use. The idea of mapping data onto narrative elements. Yeah, these are all. Actually, I think this is good stuff here. Some of this comes from the coursework that Kate and I developed for our data storytelling class. Talking about how we do the progression. What I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to add in a little bit more. I forget, where does this take us? Oh, right. Yeah, this is super cool. So, okay, I'm going to pause it here, and actually we're not going to watch that. I'm going to tell you instead what it was. It was a planetarium show that I watched during COVID. It looks like this was 2021. I watched this with my kid. It was 2022. No, it was 2021, early 2021. And what we ended up really being struck by, or at least what I was struck by, was the way that they navigated the sky. I worked at a planetarium when I was in high school, and I had a very naive approach to it. But clearly, the Strukkel Planetarium in Champaign is really impressive. The way that Eric and Waylena navigate using the sky as this amazing reference point, and then do zooming in and so on. It was really impressive. Yeah. See this with maps a lot. All right, how do we choose our illustrative examples? Right, nonlinear exploration is tricky. All right, so this one is a reasonably short talk. So I need to, let's see. Let's grab 2024 dash. Actually, that's not even what I want to do. That just shows all the repositories built then. I name all my talks like this. Wow. Man, this year went fast. other one that I'm going to grab is from the Digimat Professional Development Seminar. And between these two, I'm going to start out and then I'm going to augment. Okay, so Digimat PD. And this includes some of the same slides, but not all of them. This one is a broader one. I have less in here about mental models. But they share a lot of the same DNA. I yanked a ton of stuff out of the other one. I think this one includes, yeah, this one includes my molecular hydrogen. I'm not entirely pleased with this. I think it might go over well tonight, but I'm generally speaking a little disappointed in some parts of it. Because, oh, I see what's going on. Okay, I am a little disappointed in some part of it because, like, it ends up like this, and that's not exactly how the two atoms go. And furthermore, check this out. I think it goes away. No, it doesn't go away if I resize that. Okay, so I want to fix that. That's just a pretty frustrating little iframe issue. Okay. I think that in some of the other ones I've got, oh yeah, I like this part. It doesn't always hit though. So I break down this sentence, the sky is full of stars that twinkle. I was actually really pleased with being able to draw all this stuff. I think I used RoughJS. Can't totally remember now, but I'll take a look at it in just a minute. And then I just resize them sort of randomly. And that is the real Big Dipper. I yanked the coordinates off of something. And then, if I remember correct, okay, this looks like a bug. Let me quick check that. This was, yeah, let's go down here. Molecular hydrogen. Oh, you know what, actually, yeah, I will come back to that. Yeah, see here, this is the background, but I think it's refusing to load. Oh no, look at that. I hot linked to an image and it never, and it disappeared. Okay, perfect, wonderful. All right, let's see, is that the exact same one? No, but let's just grab it. Probably don't need the biggest with the 2048. Well, I'll deal with that in a minute. Yeah, I should learn not to hot link against images, huh? Yeah. Real quick. Take a gander at something. Yep. Okay. All right. So that's where that comes from. This is decoding. So immediately after that, oh, I know what it is. I'm getting a 404 because I don't have that repository cloned. This would not actually be an issue. A long repository name. Huh. guess I will have to deal with that, but let's see if it's any better on my GitHub site. It's a good thing I'm preparing for this talk, huh? There's the decoding. Right after decoding, the Kelvin Helmholtz wave clouds. Is that right? No. Imagesclouds.jpg. Yeah, this is going to need a lot of work, huh? Oh no, I'm up here. Yeah, the Orion light. So this is another figure. This is all about decoding things. I don't know if this is going to land. I might have to pull it out. The idea is to show that the human eye interprets all these different things. Yeah. The Kelvin Helmholtz. Now, gonna have to pull Sam's stuff out. Yeah, the storytelling triangle, leave that in. And what I'm looking for here, this is from class, but I don't think I'm gonna include that. I am probably gonna show this. Oh, I love this one so much. Talk about binocular view, the fovea, interpolation. Anscombe's quartet, Anscombe's quartet is like everywhere. And even nowadays, the Autodesk version of it with the dinosaur edition is everywhere too. Are you visualizing for? Yeah, okay, this is it. This is the main stuff that I want to do. I want to talk about, and actually I hate this one, this particular image, because I don't know, I don't really want to bring up drowning in a pool. It's not a strict subset. We tell lies to visualize, but we have to be honest. I think I'm going to get rid of that. I haven't decided if I'm going to include this one, because like the whole point that I try to make with this is how manipulative the plot is and how counter to our usual reading. Because the origin is in the upper left here, and so the idea is that blood is dripping down, but whatever my own political beliefs are, this feels manipulative. Data framing. Yeah, okay. Talk about this. I'll show my visualization and talk about how bad it is. Talk about election maps. The thing about election maps is that let me actually make sure. I don't think that, I might have to update these URLs. Nope. The thing about election maps here, this is all from 2008, that I love the most is that that you have to justify which one you actually think is the right one to use, at least in my opinion. Yeah, talk about collaborative thinking, which is, yeah, talk about how you sometimes just want to manipulate your audience. This all makes sense. Yeah, this I think will be the primary one that I'm going to do. So I love this part too, because I actually loaded this into GIMP and computed the pixel ratios versus the height ratios. That worked really well. Get rid of this stuff. Okay, so there's one other section I want to find. Let's see. I think I went over it in this one, but let's take a look. Because I actually do want to talk about not just the, no, this is all like not, no, this is exactly what I was hoping for. I'm going to talk a little bit about YT, use the term boundary object to try to make myself feel smart. talk about what it means. And then this is the part that I actually really like, because this is where I can try to communicate to them that this is more general than just YT. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Gotta fix the iframes. And these also, I just love these. Like, I feel like a kid in a candy. No, that's not the right term. I feel like somebody that just discovered something for the first time every time I show this off. Trying to map between the different types of indexing on disk, in memory, and then logically, and then mapping this into points, talking about closure functions, doing nearest neighbor calculations. This was another fun one. Yeah. Okay. So maybe what I should do. Oh, and this one, I think at one point I actually, yeah, so I think I've got like a transition there when I don't. No, maybe that's just as fast as it can go. At one point, I accidentally included a transition. And so it was just a little bit slower than I wanted it to be. Okay, so this one was fun. Although, yeah, all these iframes have bad heights, so that'll be number one task after I get the new slide deck in there. Is getting all the iframes in the right size and format and all that. Sometimes weird with my OBS, and so I keep with Open Broadcast Studio, so I keep trying to get that to fix. Okay. Yes, and composability. And one of the downsides to this is I really like this because it looks like you're like blowing the top layer of sand off of something. Dust, wind, dude, etc. But then at the very end, I don't have tick labels, which is a violation of, whatever principles we like to do. Well, no, I do. I just don't have axis labels. Can't remember what the axes are. I genuinely forgot that I included a quote from Spaced. This I'm not going to leave in. What was this talk about? Is it possible to extricate a software artifact from the error of the mindsets and the culture that led to its creation? Huh. Dust in the wind. Dust, wind, dude. Now, if I do that, I'll get a copyright check. Yeah. Oh, man. I remember it. The whole point of this talk was for me to make myself feel better about the fact that I'm an old man now. Is this one interactive? It is, but it's not up to. Is it up to date? 2020, 16, 2028, 2016, 2018, 2020, 2022. Nope, it's not up to date. I do have an up to date plot, but why would I put that in there? Man. This time period. Let's see. 2014. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's not up to date. Citations also not up to date. This is not interactive, but it is Vega Lite. I don't think I'm going to include any of this, but it is fun to go through. relationships, but also insularity and common targets. Wow, I forgot I wrote all this stuff. I guess this is that what they call, what is it, weaponized vulnerability or something, where I tried to be really honest in a way that knocks people off guard. Maturing of the software development process and methodology would, however, appear basic and utterly inadequate by modern standards. Yeah, that was like during the days when, remember, Scopats took me to a coffee shop in, which part of New York was it? Chelsea? I don't know, but he like had this come to Jesus moment with me where he told me that I needed to do better testing. Oh man, that was something. Coffee was all right. I have to say, of the places that he took me to like tell me hard truths, I think Wormhole in Chicago was better. But we added testing. Yeah, there was a perceived urgency of growth. I feel like I'm falling into self-reflection here instead. Huh, 3PO. Yeah, and then nowish. I am worried, are we too top down? Yeah, to invest in the existence of the thing and not the thing itself as the world moved on. Maybe. Okay, I don't need to do these. This is not getting me closer to be prepared for the talk. I don't even know who you are anymore. Oh man. Gosh, I'm old. As human beings, our job in life is to help people realize how rare and valuable each one of us really is. Okay. Anyway, yeah, wow. All right. Gotta get rid of a bunch of that stuff. More Scopad stories. Give the people what they don't know they want. Let me see if I've got any more. Yeah, the third coffee shop at which Anthony told me to do something, the time that I didn't take his advice and should have was at that one in Austin when he told me YT needs to be able to feed data to machine learning. That needs to be like a big thing. It needed to be scikit-learn native. I think he was still at Quantsite then. It was Medici, yeah. I kept wanting to call it like Castro or something, but that wasn't the name. Yeah, it was Medici. I don't know why I get those two confused. It was at a SciPy conference too. Okay, this is all very making me self-conscious. So let's go ahead. Let's call this principles data viz and intersect, because intersect is the name of the organization. I'm always torn. Do I git pull or do I copy? Here, let's see. I have one viewer, and it's someone that I trust implicitly. What do you think? Should I pull? All right, sounds good. Let's pull from. Let's just pull from the Digimat. What? (2024) 11:20 intersect principles data viz. All right. Principles of effective data visualization. All right, we'll leave all that crap the same. Okay, hey, you don't. Have at it. Talk to you later, buddy. I appreciate you stopping by. I'm gonna keep doing this. Let's see. Opportunity to connect with you all. Alright, so we're going to keep all the local credits and all that stuff. But some of these folks aren't around anymore, so... Oh, I have an open pull request. Let me get my picture of Shinrong and add her. Okay. Here. Jared's not in the group anymore, so let's do... Back here to assets. Images. People. Okay, and now how do I... Is this the... Yep, there it is. Okay. Deacon is now gone, but not forgotten. So let's leave her in. I think that's basically everybody that contributed to this particular thing, so that should be okay. Let's see now. See if I can get a good picture here. Wants me to log in, Paul. Anyway, send me a link. I'll add you as a credit for your company while helping with this. All right. So, Fig container height 600 px. Maybe that's where the problem comes from. I'm going to go into another window. Alright, I gotta change the title too. Oh, you know what? Let me check. I think I fixed the layout. Reveal 3. a look at my slides template. .24 by 768, margin 0.02, fragments, true dependencies. Yeah, let me update all my reveal stuff. Attachment slide themes. Yeah, all right, here we go. Okay. There we go. We'll rotate. Let me check my latest class. Yeah, here I'm using 402. So let me do that. Because nothing says YOLO like updating the version of Reveal.js the day of your talk. 1912.0, yep. That doesn't look right. But what? Alright, I guess it'll do. Okay. Okay, let's take a look at my reveal. To send it to. Okay. So bottom is my lecture. Top is up there. Well, I actually don't think this is the right way to do this, but I guess I'll give it a shot. Okay. We'll put reveal D3 at the very end, and then let's get rid of, highlight. I don't remember why I had a callback in highlight, but let's replicate it here. Math is replicated, highlight replicated, notes replicated, markdown, mark good. think market is no longer used, so that should be good. Center false, transition none, background transition none, reveal v3, run last state no. Okay, now let's see. 3-9 for less. Okay. Let's make sure this still works. It did not. Let's take a look at why. Console. HLJS is not defined. Oh, of course. All right, well. Maybe that'll do it. Okay. Uncaught in promise. Could not establish for receiving end does not exist. You know what? Maybe the market is still necessary. Alright, let's take a look at my elements. Man, why did I decide to make all these changes? Oh, that's all right. I spent a few minutes looking for a picture of you that I was going to add in for remote collaborators, since you are helping me develop the talk. But now it turns out that I've broken my slides. Data markdown contents.md. Does contents.md not exist anymore? Font awesome. Market.js doesn't. Contents.md never gets loaded. Probably because I yanked it out somewhere. No, it's right there. Contents. Oh, but it has a different name now, right? Section data markdown. Yeah, in my other version, I include it. Dang it. Embarrassing. I could probably get that out. Section data markdown equals. Huh, yeah. Still works. Well, maybe 4.3. I am not going to upgrade to 5, but 4.6 ought to work. This is embarrassing. Can't believe Paul's watching as I do this demo. For some reason, the JS is not parsing my section. Is it not inside the right reveal? know why I decided that I would update all this crap. What the heck is the matter with me? Which CDN am I using? Okay. 5.11.2. That's weird. Let me just get rid of the font awesome. I don't even use it. At least not directly. Yeah, so something happened and all of a sudden I'm not able to render my reveal.js. So let's do a git diff and see if that helps out. Alright, so I've updated all that. That's nothing too big. But now, here I've changed over to using, let's just make sure that this works. Yeah, that works. Let's see, does reveal min work? Yeah, that works too. Head, that's what I need. Oh, it's no longer included since 3.8. Great, that's not it. Asyn, true. Should be async. I'm skeptical that that's the issue, but let's rubber duck this. Yeah, less is working. Probably shouldn't have updated all this, huh? Yeah, Markdown works. Highlight works. Does that need to be async? Well, basically where I'm at is I'm struggling to figure out why all of a sudden reveal.js is not working for me. And that's really going to nerd snipe me. Alright. Let's just take a look at an example because I really don't want to change a build system. Here we go. Maybe this will do it. Section div class equals reveal. Did I miss out a div class? No, div class reveal, div class slides. Section data markdown equals contents.md. Contents.md. Data separator notes. Why do I have tabs? promise has been fulfilled. All right, so it works. So I'm gonna lose my freaking mind. This is totally empty, isn't it? Yeah. So it's just not. Okay. So here is the way that we do differently between the two. 4.0. Maybe I actually do need to include those here. Will that fix it? It will not. So for some reason, my markdown slides are just not getting rendered. Oh, dang it. Oh, I'm very cross. Reveal.initialize. I think what it actually needs is, I think I need to specify the plugins. So, all right. So here I've got these. I don't think I actually need to include those. I think that I can include reveal markdown like that. Let's find out. Reveal markdown is not defined. Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess I'll go back to the other way I was doing it. I thought for some reason that there was a more elegant way to do it, but apparently I flew too close to the sun. So here I'll get rid of these. We'll just load it all synchronous. Reveal markdown. Reveal highlight. Nope. Reveal notes. Reveal math. And voila. All right. That's actually really frustrating. My fault that I did that, but I guess I sort of nerd sniped myself. No, not quite. I just messed up. All right, Doom status. Where am I trying to load Doom status from? I think maybe I'll get rid of the Doom status, but we'll see. Okay, now that I've got reveal, No, don't update any of that. Wait, how do I say nothing on this file? Icarus flies again. Okay. Oh, you know what? Let me get rid of this disclaimer because I'm doing so much at the bottom here. And let me get rid of that because I can't seem to get my... I'm not listening to anything, so... Okay. Principles of effective data visualization. Let's ditch the... No, I want that one open. Okay. Okay. I'm going to change this. Why is storytelling important in visualization? What does visualization accomplish? Do I have Emmet installed? Yeah, okay. Might as well update my Vim plugins while I'm at it. Heck, nothing can go wrong there, right? Oh no, don't do it. Looks like everything went. Oh, you complete me. I don't even think I used that one. Did it die? No, it didn't. Okay. But it is hung. Yeah, check out all those CC1 Plus. Am I dropping frames? No. I've only missed 20 frames due to rendering lag total. What's freezing? Oh. Yeah, okay. Let's see, I finished off my coffee ice cream. I'm going to put in a K-cup in this Airbnb. Should I rinse the cup out first? It's got all this delicious coffee ice cream left over. No rinse. All right. I will be right back. Do we want the nice pause? No. Low. Okay, I'm back. All right. Looks like You Complete Me has finally finished updating. I am surprised that it compiled. It almost never does on my first try. 404 message not found. File not found. Oh, doom status, right. All right, well, I'll take care of that in a minute. What does visualization accomplish? How can we visualize? what I'm going to do so we'll leave that up there. I'm going to go through my local credits. Oh, somebody's not on Discord getting my private messages. Okay, let's go on down here. I'm going to reorder this. And let's do... See, how do I do this? Nope. So I want to change inside these. Nope, that's not it. CI and then something. I guess I always just do CT and then that one, but okay. Now the first thing we're going to try out here is figuring out our iframe. So let's go back over here. We'll reload. Why did that not work? Reveal D3 is, oh, there it is. Okay, let me go back. Ugh, fragments are all messed up. Okay, so let me quick add in something here. So these are columns. That's a multi-column, so let's do this down here. See if this will work. It did. All right. Now let's get back down here. I am genuinely surprised that that just worked. That the $pi worked. Oh, my coffee's on. Let me grab it. I'm not going to pause though, because I don't need to fill up any K-cup machines or anything like that. Okay. Let's get this iframe working. Fig container height equals 400 px. That's not the right one. Height equals 600 px. So I think there are two ways I could try to fix this. The first one is to... Why is this just not... It's not consistently loading. Something about the way... Something in the way she moves. iframe, which has both allow scripts and allow same origin for its sandbox attribute, can escape its sand. Okay, fine. Iframe. I think there's a way to just disable the scroll bars. Scrolling equals no. Let's try that. Dang. Is that a CSS? No, that's scrolling equals no. Style overflow hidden. Maybe that's what I should do. Overflow hidden. Nope. All right, so height equals 600 px. If I make that bigger, what if I do that? I don't like the way that it's I really don't like the way that it has that border. So, is it 0px or none? I don't think that's CSS style though. No, it's not. All right, let's go to the actual figure. Now, I thought I put these figures in like a top level repository. I did. This one was collapse heating. Height px. All right, well, let's take a look at that. Genuinely forgot that I made an entire repository just of figures. But it looks like it's not working, so at least not locally. But let's try updating this to use that. Yeah, that's nice. I like that. That's a good one. Okay, well, I am going to go through and change all of that, but I think so. Height is width. Height is 768. So maybe what I really need to do, maybe if I set it to 640. What? That's molecular heating. That's why. 650. Because it must just be that there's like a border issue there. So now multi-call, I think might be able to set the margin to 0 and avoid, dang it. What if I do minus 10? Can I do negative margins? Minus 20? Okay. Margin goes top, right, how does it go? Top, right, left. Top, right, bottom, left. Top, 0px. Right, negative 10px. Bottom, 0px. Left, negative 10px. Oh, I've got too many of these tabs open. Still not skipping any frames, it says, although it's taking 13 milliseconds to render, jeez. Wait, what am I even doing? Why is this? I'm not sure that's actually going to do anything. So instead, width, let's say 450px. Oh, 600 and 500. I am rendering a stupid SVG that's 600 by 500. Why didn't I even look at this? Margin 0px, height 650, width 500px. Come on. It won't be unhappy about it, but it won't let me, it won't let me have the transitions connected with this. So here, when I do the iframe raw, this won't be connected. So I think the thing to do here with 50%. I think the thing to do here, class style, and this should override 60%. And then this class for the column should have style. Oh, I need to specify width, 40%. So that should override it. Okay, that should do it. So let me see. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Okay, now let's do the same thing for molecular hydrogen. That one's called 3-body. Data file equals /figures 3-body. Width 500, height 600px. Let's see if that does it. No, because something seems to be all messed up with the way this. Oh, and I don't even want that. I want it 400. Okay, so let's also do Width 550. Is that what I had this one at? Yeah. Style equals width 60%. And we want the height to be 400. And then this column, where did I have the height before? 400 px. I guess maybe it needs to be a little bit higher. Can I? Yeah. Okay, now the Orion. Gonna have to actually just copy. Where did I save that darn thing? .2048 by 2048. Save image as. Oh, capital O. What did I call it over here? Just call it Orion.jpg. Okay, so we tell lies to visualize by Stewart. I love that statement. Fig container, VisAstro decoding. So here, just do the exact same thing, decoding. Images. And then hopefully it comes up. I think maybe not rinsing it out was a mistake. Not a big one, but a mistake nonetheless. I'm wrong about it. Deception. Yes. All right, I don't know why this one's not working. Once I put it up on GitHub, we'll see. That one's been struggling all night because... Oh, I think I know what the problem is. Yeah, so the way I set this up is the transition forward here is display text. So, let's see. The rest of these... Yeah, I have to transition forward in order to see it. Okay. Okay, there's Orion. Now, what's that one supposed to be? Yeah, okay. All right. I gotta remember what I'm supposed to say about this stuff. All right, now let me... Actually, I think talking about Sam's work is gonna be helpful here. think I'm only going to include this very first slide. What do people do? Okay, and we've got Sam. And then here, this multi-column thing. This first one I don't want to be a fragment. Okay, and then I'll get rid of the next slide. And the slide after that, because I think that I'm telling it reasonably well there. We got to get to this though. Okay, so storytelling triangle. This Airbnb has these cool, what are these? Coasters. I really like these. You know what they remind me of? Sine waves. Overlapping sine waves. Oh, galaxies. Yeah, that's probably a better answer than my dumb thing. Okay, let me get rid of a bunch of this. No, you're not. I was making a joke. The whole joke is like, oh, it's obvious that they're not. Okay, here's a question, Paul. I know you're watching. I would like my right curly bracket to skip between these triple quote lines. I want sections to be defined as not triple quote, the triple hyphen. How do I define a section delimiter as triple hyphen in Vim? Or is that just not feasible? Oh boy. Oh, all right. Well, I've been using Vim for God knows how long, so I don't need to. I don't need to fix it now. Okay, so this has div class fragment. Oh, I never closed that div. Let's pull all this stuff up in here. Data viz is task oriented. Oh, that's a good idea. I have to take a phone call. I'll be back in 1 moment. All right, time to continue narrating. And I'm feeling almost done with this. Now, I got rid of a bunch of stuff. I want to include the principle of proportional link. But there, I need to, let's see, I want to include that as an image. So let's do this. I think that should do it. And now element image class. Now I can't remember if that actually works for images or not, so I guess we'll see. So let's take a look at that. We've got these two tenets of visualization. This is our data viz is task oriented. Oh, right, because I'm doing that as task oriented. Data markdown equals true. Or I could just put it all inside bold, but no, I'll just bold it. Yeah. Class equals fragment. Why is that not working? Oh, because I'm already... Okay, you know what? Let me put that on the same slide. See if that works. Yeah, it does. All right. I gotta say, if you haven't seen this Peg plus Cat, I'm gonna put the link here in the chat so everybody can look. Okay. So we have our eyes, our fovea. Okay, your brain does interpolation. Talk about that. But we gotta say, but we need to know. Because the thing is, we actually, so like the way I'm trying to frame this is what visualization can do. Oh, you know what? Okay. Yeah. And as long as I'm doing this, let me do... I should write a snippet for this. I guess that means I have to learn how to write snippets. Okay, that needs to be made smaller. Yeah. Okay, data framing. Okay, so now this part I like because the whole idea is that maybe I should put this. Yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all the do me stuff, the hearts, wait, what? This video isn't available anymore? I just loaded it up. You know what? I bet I copied the link wrong. I did. It was a trailing character that got trimmed. That trailing character was a capital Y. Oops. Alright, I gotta finish this up too, because I'm supposed to start in about half an hour. Alright, let me go back to this. I'm going to add one more point to it. What does visualization mean? And that's where I'm going to include all the registration crap. Okay, so here inside wrapping up, you know what, I bet that okay. Oh, why did I do that? Oh well. Alright. Let's go over here. Collapse heating. You know what? Let me go through all my fig containers. Orion Light. It's called Orion Observe. KH example. Figures, KH example. Fig container, storytelling, so figures. It's actually not storytelling.html, is it? Okay. Fig container, collapse heating, 3-body. Okay, great. So I've got all my figures converted over. Now I need to go back here to the vast YT talk. Fig container. Let's see, volume layout. Alright, let me copy this whole thing in. And then I'm going to rearrange it. So we take then we go down here. What does visualization mean? And then it's hard to discuss this outside of some specific examples. It's not really necessarily true, but it's good framing. Okay, now let's figure out which one is which. Figures. Okay, so registration. What? Whatever. VG registration. Volume layout. Let me make sure that that looks okay in here. Oh, I do use font awesome. Dang it. Oh, this is starting to worry me. Yeah, the font I need to fix, so let's real quick fix that. I need to get font awesome correct in here. And I am running out of time. Wow. Time flies. Yeah, there we go. Was it Daedalus that flew too close to the sun, or Icarus? It was. I mean, I guess they both flew there, but okay. Okay, so particle registration works, but I need to fix the size there. So VG registration now. VG, of course, for volume grammar. Yep, registration, height 600 px. Let's make it 650. Okay. This one, particle registration, height 600, width, what's it, 550 px, and then I'll do call style equals width 60%. Then the first column, I don't have a column. Oh no, there it is. Style equals width 40%. That one's VG transformations. Cage example should be cage evolve. Cage operations, I believe, is cage VG transformations. Figures VG. Actually, cage path. Figures VG composability. Now let me get rid of this by putting let's think about simulations of astrophysical phenomena. I'm pretty sure that's what these people mostly do. And now let's put this all at the end. That way I can skip over all the stuff about YT without being too much trouble. And I'll think for the next 15 minutes or so about let's see my bullet points. How do we construct compelling stories about data that simultaneously respect its what's another way to say you can't be pigeonholed? Uniqueness and fundamental unrelatability while still presenting giving useful actionable information. Thanks for taking the time to hear me. I hope we can. Thank you. And then I think I'm going to say something like P class equals fragment. Every time I get the chance to give a talk, it gives me the opportunity to think through what I am saying. I appreciate. I don't know. No. I'll just leave it as thank you. I'm going to have to quick push this up so that I can make sure. Ooh. That's weird. Yeah, race condition slides. What's it go? Race condition, knock knock. Let me put a period. Okay. All right. So let's push. What? Oh. Of course. That's not PR. GH repo create. Public and push. Source dot. All right. Now I gotta build it too. Whoa, I have a lot of data in here. GH repo view -w. Okay. Pages. Main. All right, it's currently being built. All right, let's go through it here one last time, and then I'm going to thank you for body doubling, and I'm going to head out. Because I've got 11 minutes. Oh, hey, as long as we're here, let me see if I can ask you, what do you think of, this needs to be higher, right? Yeah, I think it does. But what do you think about the volume on the headset? Is this headset okay? And can I try out a different headset? Let's try a different headset real quick. What about now? Can you hear me okay on this? Too loud? I did change the OBS setting just now. Is this any good? This is better? This one's better. Okay. All right, then I will use this. All right, let's see if my talk. Oh, that's not good though, right? Oh, I do sound louder. Okay. Well, yeah, I think that just means I can't type at all. So, yeah, because my clicky keyboard is super clicky.
Uh-oh. Yeah, cross origin. I don't even know why. Why is this not? I didn't think I was accessing a font. Okay. So far, everything's file not found. Okay, gotta fix that one. That one is KH Evolve. VG KH Evolve, yeah. So what else there is? Okay, that one's gonna work. Starting to worry that I will not have long enough talk. No, maybe I will. Yeah. Oh, selection is wrong. KH selection. Reductions. Same error. Okay. All right, I think that'll do it. Oh, that's a good point. If you're seeing my figures for the first time, you can always ask them what isn't clear to help explain stuff. It's a good idea. Okay. I think I'm done. Thank you. I really appreciate you hanging out here. Whew. Thanks. All right. Talk to you soon.